What up, what up, what up? Welcome back to Lockdown Universe, home of the bizarre, peculiar, and unheard of stories of UFO legend and paranormal lore. Welcome back, welcome back. Happy to be back. Hopefully you guys are doing well and taking care of yourselves. So today, we got a really interesting one. I wanted to talk to you guys about the Tesla vehicles seeing and detecting ghosts. Maybe proof of the afterlife and the paranormal. No, yes. So, can Tesla vehicles actually detect ghosts and images from the ether? Well, we're going to take a look at it today and break it down scientifically. So, there's been a plethora of videos. If you haven't known, I didn't know, but apparently for the last 3 years, there have been a plethora of videos that have been popping up on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram of people taking images, taking video of being inside of a Tesla. And inside of a Tesla, most of us haven't been inside of a Tesla, so I'll explain it. They have a tab, like a tablet, instead of your control panel for forward-seeing imaging. Now, on Teslas, built in, it shows you through its sensors what's in front of you and what's around the vehicle. Not even just what's in front of you, what's around the vehicle. See, Teslas are pretty incredible. They have 12 cameras. Let me get this right. How many sensors are on a Tesla? I had to make sure I got this right. A Tesla actually has 12 sensors and 8 cameras for a total of 20 sensors. Now, what are the 12 sensors? Okay, we'll get into that, and we'll get into the other videos. But I want to paint the picture for you. So, what a Tesla can do is it can see in a 360-degree panorama vision of anything that's around it with actual video cameras. Then it also has a ultrasonic sensor, 12 ultrasonic sensors that send out waves that are too high for the human ear to hear, and those waves then bounce off of solid objects, notifying the car of objects in its way. So it kind of acts like a bat would send out like a radar or auditory signal, and then it would bounce back and it would allow it to go and find and seek its prey. The sensors serve more as the eyes of the car, but when it comes to the brains of the car, a technique called machine learning is used. When a driver is not using the autopilot feature of the self-driving car, the car collects data on how the driver drives daily, and it uses that information to help it drive. It's really interesting. So the question is, right, and we're only 3 minutes into the podcast, the question is, can these vehicles actually detect ghosts? Okay. We may or may not have the answer here. We know that it has 2 different types of sensors. Video, which people have caught images of ghosts on with video. Video can see into different spectrums of the visual light spectrum that we cannot see, that humans cannot see. We know there's other spectrums out there. We've tested it, and cats, for example, can see into a different spectrum than we can, oftentimes seemingly interacting with entities unknown that we can't see, right? Now, it also has the capability to send out ultrasonic sensing. It's sending out high-pitched frequencies and getting them back. So the question is, if it's sending these frequencies out that we can't hear, that's outside of the range of human hearing, is it able to sense things that are also possibly not in this dimension? That seems to be a very likely scenario, in my opinion. Now, because we don't have the technology to test for ghosts yet, we're still in its infancy, but 90% of people believe in something happening after death, right? Whether it's ghosts, whether it's afterlife, heaven, hell, whatever you want to call it. But they believe in something. So people are seeing these entities on the Tesla screen. So let's get back to what they're seeing. And we'll look at a couple videos too. And I actually called Tesla to find out, what they know and if they think that their cars can sense ghosts, which was actually a fun call. So on the screens, on the tablets, I had to become educated on this because I've never even set foot in a Tesla. but I've seen videos and I wanted to learn more. So on the screen, even the people at Tesla didn't even know fully how many icons they have, so I had to do more research on it. But they have icons that pop up on the screen for different beings, okay? So if you have a human walking towards the vehicle, it shows a human walking towards the vehicle. If you have a dog that's running towards the vehicle, it will show a dog. If it's a horse, which is crazy, we're going to see it in a second, it'll show a horse. And what's even wilder is if a person's on a bike, the video camera can sense that and tell you that it's a person on a bike, which makes sense because if it's a video camera, it should be able to use some sort of AI technology or recognition type software to recognize this person on a bike. And if it's a vehicle, it will show a vehicle. What's also really cool, as we'll see in a second, it can actually detect construction cones and all kinds of other things that are on the roadway to differentiate. So, the question to you is, if indeed there is no one there at the cemetery, and people are driving through these cemeteries, and it's detecting not a construction cone, not some inanimate object, but it's detecting something moving in the air that seems to be the size of a person. I want to believe that it's real. So let's take a look at a couple of these videos, and then we can kind of break it down even more. So I apologize for a little bit of squeakiness. I want to get you guys the ability to see this here. So let's check this out. So this is kind of cool. This is going to show you. This is the tablet here, okay? And I hope I'm giving you a good visual. This is the tablet here that's inside of the Tesla, and they're replying to a person that says it's the car's warning system, picking up headstones as people. That was a common belief that the Tesla was picking up headstones as images of humans and it's just putting humans instead of the headstones. Doesn't seem to be the case. Let's watch. Okay, so they have this person out here and they're going to show him in front. Hang on, sorry. Let's so you can see the person's body right in front. I apologize. I want to turn the volume off here. You can see he's right in front. You can see there's a person on the tablet. He's going to walk towards the vehicle. You can see that he turned and walked on the tablet. He's opening the door. You can see, and there's a person that popped up right there in front of them, okay? Check this out. Look at this. I'm going to pause this. Come on. So if they found a horse ghost inside this cemetery, which is incredible if they zoom back in here. Let's see if we can. Yeah. So they had a horse ghost right on the image. It was pretty wild. Oh, you can see it walking away. So it was that was pretty cool. I just want to hang on to the very end of this video just to make sure I'm not missing something. There's another human walking towards them. There's no people out here at all in their video. And that's it. Now, check this out. Look at this one. This is a secondary video. Look at all these people. Apparently, down here you can see it says Tesla in a cemetery. Okay, so that's the scenario. Tesla in a cemetery. And apparently, the cemetery has a whole bunch of construction cones over here, as you can see, as is recognized by the Tesla. But look at this. There's like 20 people just walking around. Now, if we hit play, the only thing that I don't like about this video is it doesn't lift off of the tablet to see where they're located. It just shows there's a whole bunch of people in the dark. Clearly the headlights are on the Tesla, and there's a whole crap ton of people walking around their vehicle. So here's another video of a person driving around at night. There's nothing on their visual tablet yet. They're going 13 miles an hour, which is kind of cool. You can see how fast they're going. And we're about to see a few images of what appear to be a ghost pop up in just a moment. So these people were actually driving around the cemetery for quite a while, like about 20 minutes, it says in this video. They're doing a time lapse, and they're only going about 8 miles an hour. But now all of a sudden, an entity shows up. Okay, now they hit the brakes. They're looking around with their camera. They don't see anything, but yet there was a person there. And they're going to go a little bit on down the way. Oh, now there's two people that pop up over on the left-hand side. They look with their camera and they don't see anyone, but there is somebody there. And now a ghost starts walking towards the car and trying to come in. Okay, so very fascinating video, in my opinion. You can think what you want, right? But I wanted to show you that. So let's keep going. So I wanted to pull up another article from the Tech Times. The Tesla ghost detection glitch can harm drivers. Here's why it is happening, and it's not supernatural. So again, we always got to bring in the alternative opinion here. So the Tesla ghost detection glitch has been confusing many EV owners across the globe due to unexplained reports. Recently, a video showed popular hidden feature that can see spirits. So, did Elon actually create a vehicle that could see into the ether? We don't know. So when we pull up this article, they talk about the fact that it's not caused by spirits in cemeteries. It's instead a display issue that happens if the EV's electric vehicle camera sensors are faulty. Likely story, right? These things are tested and tested and tested, and I just don't. I don't know if I believe it. It states that there are also instances. However, there are instances when the 12 ultrasonic sensors of the Tesla are detecting flowers and other moving objects, confusing them for humans. Well, if that's the case, this guy in the last video, he was driving around the cemetery for 20 minutes in the same area, right? I mean, it's like cemetery, you can get through a cemetery in like 10 minutes or less, right? I mean, he was driving around. It wasn't showing flowers as showing up as humans, was it? No, it wasn't. Until him being in this place for like a half an hour, he finally, something popped up. So there's some people, some techie people, who are these people? They're not people that work for Tesla that say that that it is indeed a factual fact that their every vehicle is having issues that are seeing these ghostly images. So I was like, you know what? Let me give Tesla a call. Let me call up old Elon, see what's cracking. So I call up Elon. No, I didn't call up. I called up Tesla, and I was interested in their sensor technology and finding out a little bit more. And they said that this particular individual who was on the phone with me, a nice lady, she said that she had been in the Tesla Y, the SUV, and I think she said she owned it, and she was driving to her children's school area. She said the accuracy with which it could detect how many people were in this area was unbelievable. And even people on the other side of vehicles, which I think is really interesting because how the hell can it see a person on the other side of the vehicle? Well, I'll tell you how. If these video cameras are at the very base of the bumper, they're very low or underneath in the frame or something like that and protected, they could see underneath the car and see in front of the car, right? See if people are walking. So it would be able to stop the car if you have automatic pilot on, or it would at least alert you and show you that there's somebody up there. So really fascinating. She stated that it was so accurate. It was like 100% accuracy, according to her and her personal experience. I asked her straight out. I said, hey, there's a lot of videos out there about people capturing ghosts. And she laughed and she was like, no, I have seen those. She's like, I have seen those. They are interesting. She's like, I'm like, I'm trying to pull some information from her. I'm like, I want to see if she's going to say, oh yeah, no, we found out something. No, that she's never going to say that they've discovered another dimension. But she said, I can't really comment on that. But she said, I have seen them and they are interesting. But her own personal experience was that these vehicles and the detection capabilities was 100%. And they do test the shit out of these things, right? Because if you put an autopilot on, you could kill somebody. Easy, right? If it can't detect things correctly, you could kill somebody. And these people are driving around in these Teslas taking naps on the highway until they get to work. I mean, it's fucking unreal. It's unreal, man. I'm not, I don't know, man. I don't know if I can do that. I mean, I think that's pretty damn cool. Oh man, I don't know. I couldn't just close my eyes and let my car drive. One day one day that'll happen for the future generations, but for us older generation, we got to have the vehicle in our hands, some control at least. I think assistive control is nice, you know, being able to have the vehicle stop if there is something that you couldn't see. Let's say a deer's running out and you're driving at the dark and you can't see this deer, and it shows you the deer's coming, and you still can't react fast enough, and it stops the vehicle for you before it can run in front of you. That would be helpful. But if it's detecting ghosts and it slams on the brakes, that might be a problem, right? So I think, what I wanted to kind of grasp here is, one, what does the Tesla actually have on it? Does it have technology that could actually potentially capture an actual ghost? Well, we know what it has now. We know it has video cameras as well as auditory sensors that send out kind of like a radar type sense or radar type wavelength. Not radio wave. What's the right word here? I apologize. It sends out ultrasonic sensors. Jeez Louise. So it sends out ultrasonic sensors. So I think that, it is definitely possible that these technologies could be picking things up that we can't see. There's all kinds of stuff we can't see. Look at me. I have glasses. Okay? I can't see a lot of things if I take my freaking glasses off, man. I can't read the text in front of me. It's not going to happen. So it's just not within my body's capability. So if there's things out there that's not within my capability, there's going to be bugs that I can't see if I take my glasses off. There's going to be things in the air I can't see if I take my glasses off. There's going to be things in front of my screen that I can't see without my glasses. But if I put on technology, quote unquote technology, then all of a sudden a different reality is available to my senses. Right? So if we have this other technology, we can't simply dismiss it as it's not capturing something that we can't see because we don't know. And it is possible that it is capturing information that we can't see. It clearly is. Especially if it's able to see underneath vehicles, to the sides of vehicles. Behind you, it can see all of that. It can sense it, and it can put it up on the tablet screen for you and prevent you from becoming injured. So, will we be able to become Ghostbusters in these vehicles? It's quite possible. As we move forward in the next few years and the technology gets a little bit better and better, we might have more and more information. We might be able to gather more information about ghosts. And we might be able to actually document some real stuff. Now, if you want to see an amazing video, go check out Laboratory Conditions with Marissa Tomei and Minnie Driver. It's a 17-minute short video about capturing a ghost and placing it into a containment room and then doing experiments on it. Really, really interesting, really fun, amazing, morally questionable, right? Kind of show, short story. But it's great. It's on YouTube. It's free. Go check it out. So anyway, guys, love to hear what you have to say. If you have a Tesla, put your story in the comments on Spotify. It's open. I will open it up. Go check it out. And in the meantime, take care of yourselves physically, spiritually, emotionally. Follow through on your hobbies and your goals and your dreams. And as always, continue to question the universe around you. Till next time, guys, take care. Lockdown Universe out.